I'm watching music.virgin.com.
It's visual. Of course, there's a video camera.
The summer, it's officially over, judging by the fact that we're actually at the UK Festival Awards 2008. It signifies the end of a seasonal era of bands, beer and bountiful amounts of fun. Over 350,000 of you voted in this year's awards, and you voted for Best Band, Best Headline Act, Best Line-Up, Best Major Festival, you know, you get the idea. So without further ado, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and find out who the winners are of the UK Festival Awards 2008. These are faces of winners. How are you feeling? For best, you've just won an award for Best New Festival. Go on. Yay! You want to show everyone?
Flushed. Best New Festival for Camp Bestival. Unbelievable. You know, we were pretty daft to launch a new festival last year, and
what do you think it was about Camp Bestival that kind of clinched the deal for you?
I think taking the ethos of Bestival and turning it into a family show. You know, we all had we've had children over the last couple of years, so we created something really for fussy family festival folk like ourselves. So it comes from the heart, and it's a labour of love, and this is actually really the most important award that we could have got tonight.
Apart from Best Medium Festival.
For Bestival. We don't know about that one just yet, but yeah, we're over the moon.
I just want to say, Mon the Biffy! Congratulations on beating out Elbow for the Best Rock Act.
Yep, thank you very much. I'm not sure that I would put Elbow in the rock category, but somebody else did, so it's nice to have trumped them.
We're in the sort of VIP tent. What are you making about this tent? Have you been staying in many tents, or are you kind of plushing it out in hotels these days?
I have a bit of a phobia of tents. I haven't stayed in a tent since I last freaked out and ran out of one when I was 7. So thankfully we've got the luxury of a tour bus, but the boys are a bit camping enthusiasts.
We like to camp up when at all possible.
Yeah.
Yep. But this isn't even. This is like it's a pretty sturdy tent.
Would you believe that is a 15-man tent? It's amazing. Like, I mean, I won't name the brand, but I mean, it's incredible what they can do these days. I mean, 15 grown men will get.
Listen, there's a collapsible kitchen sink. There's a bathroom.
Absolutely. And it's a condom, if need be.
The name Biffy Clyro, I heard it comes from a spoonerism, which is a play on words, because someone owned a Cliff Richard biro. Cliffy Biro, Biffy Clyro.
Yeah, that's good, that's accurate. Back when we were a lot younger and even more stupid, believe it or not, it's just a name that stuck.
But you're kind of like the virtual festival guru, as it were.
Well, I've been to a lot of festivals. It's probably been the best festival year in a long time. So.
But you've got to say that.
No, it has been.
You can't single out a favourite, because that would be unsporting-like. But for you've obviously been to a lot of festivals. Which festival did you laugh the most?
Probably Bestival, because I was up to my knees in mud, and there were lots of people walking around just trying to reenact 300,000 freaks under the sea, and actually seeing people trying to walk around.
Are they walking like that?
It's kind of like that. It's kind of grabbing hold of people.
Yeah, so it's been a very eventful UK Festivals 2008. We've seen people come, we've seen people go. Yeah, Pete and the Pirates were quite good. They did a couple of sets. They're quite good. I was supposed to be interviewing them. Don't quite know where they've gone to.
What's going on?
Oh, what?
Hello. You've been described as perfect pop. What does that mean?
I'd say we're just perfect without the pop.
Is pop a cool sort of genre to be associated with? Because I just have remnants of Pete Waterman, banging out hits.
There's nothing wrong with pop music. I mean, where would we be without it?
Having said that, there is something quite a lot wrong with Pete Waterman. I would say pop is, it's in the sort of the eye of the beholder.
And writing catchy songs is an important part of, writing songs. Because you can write catchy songs and it doesn't have to be a good song, but it's a talent. I've just woken up, it's hard to an interview. My brain's all, still in...
Did you have a nice dream?
It's quite nice, yeah.
What were you dreaming about?
I just really don't want to know.
Was it buttercups and fields?
No, it was...
Well, congratulations on a hat-trick
Yeah, it was
win,
a hat-trick.
didn't you?
It's great, isn't it?
You won the Best Major Festival.
The Best Festival Moment with the Jay-Z and Wonderwall, the Best Festival and Lifetime Achievement, was it?
Yeah, outstanding contribution.
Outstanding contribution, even better, isn't it?
That is better.
After 39 years, I probably deserve it, don't I?
I think you do. I think you do. I was reading about you today online, and I was really amazed that you started Glastonbury, in 1970, and you had like 1,500 people turn up, and you had the headlining of T-Rex. If you could go back in time to a young Michael Eavis back in 1970, what would you tell yourself?
I wouldn't believe it. I got to pinch myself every day. I wake up in the morning, I got to pinch myself. I can't believe it's happened. And you couldn't make it up, could you, really?
I wanted to talk a little bit about the most memorable moment that you obviously won the award for the Jay-Z. This time, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, there was such a big sort of thing about whether it was right, whether it was wrong, and Noel said it was a bad idea and Laura said, but in fact it was Emily's idea, it was my daughter's idea. And she's very good at the idea stuff, and I made the phone calls, and I had persuaded them to do it, you see. So she gave me the lowdown, and I just picked the phone up and phoned the Americans and said, how about it, you see? I think we've got some competition. So they said, Michael, we'll do your show. So I was so pleased the fact they wanted to come and do it. And so they didn't charge me a fortune either, Oh, it was so good, actually. And it was good for us and good for them, wasn't it? I mean, the Jay-Z party did really well on it, didn't they? They got sales, they got recognition, they got publicity, PR, and of course he was absolutely thrilled with it. Jay-Z was himself, and his wife came along as well, of course.
The bee.
Yeah, the bee lady was there, and she enjoyed it as well. And it was an incredible moment. It's true. All the build-up beforehand, and it went on the build-up, and suddenly the moment came, and it was fantastic. It was so good, such a high it was.
I watched a documentary with Alan Yintob and Jay-Z, and he comes across as very personable, very amiable, and very sort of. He seems like a great guy.
Modest sort of character, isn't he? I thought he was modest, actually.
Yeah.
I had a chat with him, and I thought, my God, This fella, he actually owns some baseball teams in America, he owns hotels on beaches, and because he's done so well with his music in America, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's had more #1s than Elvis Presley.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know, it's incredible. He's a big star in America, he's such a huge star. And yet when he came to the farm, came to Glastonbury, he was so modest and so humble, and he wasn't at all big-headed or arrogant or show-offy or anything. He was just a normal bloke.
When Orbital took the headlining of the main stage back in the mid-90s as the first dance act, you opened up a dance tent the next year.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same with a hip-hop tent next year?
So we've got hip-hop every year anyway, and we've been doing that for years, actually, but not quite the same profile. I'd like to get Kanye West over to do it, but whether he will or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, so he probably wants the same slot as Jay-Z. But I mean, we've got headlines for next year already sorted now.
Can you give any?
No, I can't actually. No, it is really exciting though.
I bet you guys would like to watch the Prodigy, wouldn't you? You look like you'd be into the Prodigy.
I am the Prodigy. What are you on about?
Really?
Absolutely.
Which one are you?
What are you
Do you know, I've got a suggestion for next year. Maybe you could have a category for the best dance move. Festival dance move.
And you know what it would be?
What would it be?
It'd be that.
Are you a dancer or are you a watcher?
That.
Oh yeah. So certainly move my hips and stuff.
That's about it. We'll have to call our agent for the rest of it.
Okay, well, my people will talk to your people. It'll be a happy situation.
Yeah, call me. Yeah.